somebody under the bed, whoever can it be? I feel so very nervous, I call for Joanie. Joanie lights the candle, but there's nobody there. Hey, hi, diddly-eye, and out goes she. Skipping rope, still turning, children at their play. In and out of Clarendon Street, in and out to pray. I haven't prayed for 20 years or sung a happy song since praying went with innocence and the devil played along. And we all went up to the Mero. Hey there, who is your man? It's only Johnny 40 Coats, sure he's a desperate man. Bang bang shoots the buses with his golden key. Hey hi diddly-eye, and out goes she. Me father was a stater, and me mother loved to tan. She loved her ham and her sausages, and her soldier fancy man. Nora's up in Jacobs, and Mary's on the town. And I joined the transport union when they said me nose was brown. And we all went up to the Mero. Hey there, who is your man? It's Alfie Burton out walking, sure he's a decent man. Bang bang shoots the buses with his golden key. Hey hi diddly-eye, and out goes she. I've a tanner for the Mero, and me compo money's hid. If Mary's in the family way, she can blame the Cisco kid. I be langers in the morning, me longers need a patch. Oh Jesus, there's Con Martin, I hope yous win the match. Me uncle had a wolfhound that never had to pee, but Harry Lemon snatched it down on Eden Quay. Now I have me primo, and me scapulars are blue, for helping the black babies and Dolly Fawcett too. And we all went up to the Mero. Hey there, who is your man? Spending being out walking, sure he's the ginger man. Bang bang shoots the buses with his golden key. Hey hi diddly-eye, and out goes she. It's true that Dublin's changing since the pillar was blown down by the winds of violence that are buggered up the town. We used to solve a difference with a digging match and a jar, but now they're all playing bang bang, that's going too bleeding far. And we'll all go up to the Mero. Hey there, who's your man? It's only me guardian angel, get a large one for your man. There's no use bleeding Russian, sure now it's the holy hour. A plenary indulgence and another baby power.
Down in Bumbo Lane there is a big fat woman, and if you want to know her name you have to pay a shilling. Sailors 2 and 6, soldiers 2 and a penny, big fat men £2.10, little kids a penny. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, the passing tales and glories that once was Dublin town. The hallowed halls and houses, the haunting children's rhymes, that once was Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. My name it is Sean Dempsey, as Dublin as could be, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, lost out to redundancy, like my house that fell to progress my trade's a memory. And I courted Peggy Dignan, as pretty as you please, a rogue and child of Mary, from the rebel liberties. I lost her to a student chap with skin as black as coal, when he took her off to Birmingham, she took away my soul. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. The years have made me bitter, the gaggle dims me brain, 'cause Dublin keeps on changing and nothing seems the same. The pillar and the Met have gone, the Royal long since pulled down, as the grey unyielding concrete makes a city of my town. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Fare thee well, sweet Anna Liffey, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages that spring up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, I'll remember Dublin city in the rare old times.
I knew Danny Farrell when his football was a can, with his hand-me-downs and welliers and his sandwiches of bran. But now that pavement peasant is a full-grown bitter man, with all the trials and troubles of his travelling people's clan. He's a loser, a boozer, a me and you user, a raider, a trader, a people police hater, so lonely and only, what you'd call a courier. Still now, Danny Farrell, he's a man. I knew Danny Farrell when he joined the national school. He was lousy at the Gaelic, they called him Amadon, a fool. He was brilliant in the toss school, or trading objects in the pawn. By the time he was an adult, all his charming ways had gone. I knew Danny Farrell when we queued up for the dole, and he tried to hide the loss of pride that eats away the soul. But mending pots and kettles is a trade lost in the past. There's no handouts here for chinkers, was the answer when he asked. He's a loser, a boozer, a me and you user, a raider, a trader, a people police hater, so lonely and only, what you'd call a courier. Still now, Danny Farrell, he's a man. Oh, I still know Danny Farrell, saw him just there yesterday, drinking methylated spirits with some winos on the quay. Oh, he's 40 going on 80, with his eyes of hope bereft, and he told me this for certain, there's not many of us left. He's a loser, a boozer, a me and you user, a raider, a trader, a people police hater, so lonely and only, what you'd call a courier. Still now, Danny Farrell, he's a man.
The iron road is a hard road and the work is never ending, working night and day on the iron way. We're the boys who keep the engines rolling. You sign on at the local shed to put you to the cleaning. In your dungarees, cleaning super D's. You're a sweeper upper, brewer upper, shovel slinger, spanner bringer, steam raiser, fire dropper, general cook and bottle washer, learning how to keep 'em rolling. When you've done your time at the local shed and had your share of trouble, on the old footplate, you're the driver's mate and you're married to a lousy shovel. It's check the water, check the tools and chuck the rooming coal in. Give the gauge a wipe, check injector pipe. Now it's swing your shovel at the double, give a rock. Watch the clock, steam raising, sweat running, back aching, bone shaking. Fireman, keep her rolling. When you've shoveled 1,000,000 tons of coal some 10 or 12 years later, and your only dream is of raising steam, then they hand to you your driver's papers. The iron road is a hard road and the work is never ending, working night and day On the Iron Way, we're the local drivers, early risers, lodging turners, mile burners, 11 quid a week earners. We're the boys who keep 'em rolling.
At the turning of the century, I was a boy of 5. Me father went to fight the Boers, and he never came back alive. Oh, me mother was left to bring us up, and no charity she'd seek. So she washed and scrubbed and scraped along on 7 and 6 a week. When I was 12, I left the school, and I went to find a job. And with growing kids, me ma was glad of the extra couple of bob. I'm sure that longer schooling would have stood me in good stead, but you can't afford refinements when you're struggling for your bread. And when the Great War came along, I didn't hesitate. I took the Royal Shilling and went off to do me bit. We fought in mud and tears and blood, 3 years or thereabout, till I copped some gas in Flanders and was invalided out. And when the war was over and we'd finished with the guns, we got back into civvies 'cause we thought the fighting done. We'd won the right to live in peace, but we didn't have such luck, for soon we found we had to fight for the right to go to work. In 26, the general strike saw me out on the streets, and I'd a wife and kids by then, and their needs I had to meet. Oh, the brave new world was coming, and the brotherhood of man, and when the strike was over, we were back where we began. Oh, I struggled through the 30s, out of work now and again. I saw the black shirts marching and the things they did in Spain. I brought me kids up decent and I taught them wrong from right. Oh, but Hitler was the boy that came and he taught them how to fight. Me daughter was a land girl. She got married to a Yank, and they gave me son a medal for stopping one of Rommel's tanks. He was wounded just before the end, and he convalesced in Rome. And he went and married an Italian nurse, and he never bothered to come home. Oh, my daughter writes me once a month a cheerful little note about their coloured tellies and the other things they've got. They've got a son, a likely lad. He's nearly 21. Well, they tell me now he's being called up to fight in Vietnam. Oh, we're living on the pension now, and it doesn't go too far. Not much to show for a life that seems like one long bloody war. And when you think of all the wasted lives, it makes you want to cry. I'm not sure how to change things, but by Christ, we'll have to try. McGory, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in a Monto with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet should have left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGory, where's your old leg gone? Up the Sally Gardens, around the back of the pipes, messing with the Liberty Bells, a man could lose his stripes. Trading on your troubles and grabbing every chance to show the randy old ones all the things you learned in France. Hey, Johnny McGory, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monto with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet sure had left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGory, where's your old leg gone? Up the Gloucester Diamond, Red Biddy on your mind, not a tosser in your pocket, not a soul you could remind. The Lord knows you're a darling, you never did give in. Your neck's as hard as concrete and your lap's a mortal sin. Hey, Johnny McGory, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monto with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet sure had left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGory, where's your old leg gone? Monday in the Ivy, Tuesday in the dregs, Wednesday's walking wounded, Thursday's soldier begs, Friday's heroes on the touch, and Saturday's lost again. How it's Sunday's good intention, sure, we'll start the week again. Hey, Johnny McGory, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monto with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet should have left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGory, where's your old leg gone?
When I was a young lad, sometimes I'd wonder what happened to time when it passed. Then one day I found out that time just lands in prison. And there it is, held fast. When I was a young man, used to go courting and dream of the moon and the stars. The moon is still shining, the dreams, they are all broken on these hard iron bars. Look out of the window, over the roofs there, and over the wall, see the sky. Just one flying leap, and you could make your getaway. If only you could fly. The prison is sleeping, the night watch is keeping its watch over 700 men, and behind every cell door a sleeping lag is dreaming. Oh, to be free again. Go write me a letter addressed to my number, but say you remember my name, so I'll be reminded of how the world outside goes, and feel a man again. Got time on my hands, I've got time on my shoulder, got plenty of time on my mind. There's no summer or winter when once you land inside here. Just that old prison grind. When I was a young lad, sometimes I'd wonder what happened to time when it passed. Then one day I found out that time just bands in prison. And there it is, held fast.
When I was a young man, I carried me pack, and I lived the free life of the rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, me country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played a waltzing Matilda when the ship pulled away from the quay. and amid all the tears, flag waving and cheers, we sailed off for Gallipoli. Oh, it's well I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell they called Suvla Bay we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, he primed himself well. He rained us with bullets and he showered us with shell, and in 5 minutes flat we were all blown to hell. He nearly blew us back home to Australia, and the band played a waltzing Matilda when we stopped to bury our slain. Well, we buried ours and the Turks buried theirs. Then it started all over again. Oh, those that were living just tried to survive in that mad world of blood, death and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I awoke in me hospital bed and saw what it had done, I wished I was dead. I never knew there was worse things than dying. On no more I'll go waltzing Matilda all around the green bush far and near, for the hump tent and pegs a man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. They collected the wounded, the crippled, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind and the insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And when the ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where me legs used to be, and thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played waltzing Matilda when they carried us down the gangway. Oh, nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared. Then they turned all their faces away. Oh, now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing their dreams of past glories. I see the old men, all tired, stiff and worn, those weary old heroes of a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year the numbers get fewer. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? And the ghost may be heard as they march by the billabong. So who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? Oh, of all the money that ever I had, I spent it in good company. And of all the harm that ever I done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done, for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all. Oh, of all the comrades that ever I had, they are sorry for my going away. And of all the sweethearts that ever I had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise and I softly call, good night and joy be with you all. Oh, if I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town that sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart in thrall. Then fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all.